When Apple TV Plus launched its miniseries adaptation of Presumed Innocent in 2024, the project immediately raised eyebrows. Why remake a well-known courtroom thriller, one that already had a critically acclaimed 1990 film starring Harrison Ford? Would audiences care about a murder mystery when many already knew how it ends? As it turned out, not only did they care, they tuned in record numbers. Led by Jake Gyllenhaal in his first television lead role and developed by legal drama heavyweight David E. Kelley, Presumed Innocent quickly became Apple TV Plus' most-watched drama series within its first year. With sharp modern updates, strong direction from Mansuetsky, and emotionally rich performances, the series proved there's still power in a familiar story, especially when it's reimagined with depth and ambition. A classic case rebuilt for a new era. At its core, Presumed Innocent still tells the story of Rusty Savage, Gyllenhaal, a respected prosecutor whose life unravels when his colleague and former lover, Carolyn Paulimis, Renata Reigns, is found murdered. Rusty becomes the prime suspect and soon finds himself in the courtroom defending his own name, as both his personal and professional lives spiral into chaos. While the skeleton of the plot remains true to Scott Turo's 1987 novel, this 2024 iteration takes significant creative liberties, especially in how it explores the characters and the justice system itself. The show becomes more than just a whodunit. It's a psychological and emotional drama that digs deep into issues of guilt, identity, memory, and public perception. The series effectively modernizes the storytelling by integrating current-day elements like text message records, surveillance footage, and the ever-present influence of media in shaping courtroom narratives. Rusty's flashbacks are unreliable, self-serving, and disjointed, forcing the audience to question not just whether he's guilty, but whether he even knows the truth himself. Jake Gyllenhaal and Ruth Negga deliver Emmy-worthy performances. One of the show's strongest assets is its performances, especially from its two leads. Jake Gyllenhaal channels layers of emotion as Rusty, equal parts charming, obsessive, broken, and performative. He's a man playing roles for every audience: the loyal husband to Barbara, Ruth Negga, the wronged friend to his coworkers, the grieving lover in flashbacks, and the innocent man on trial. Gyllenhaal gives Rusty a manipulative edge that keeps viewers on edge. Is he genuinely misunderstood, or is he expertly gaslighting everyone around him? Ruth Negga is equally magnetic as Barbara, Rusty's quietly devastated wife. Initially portrayed as the archetypal supportive spouse, Barbara is revealed to be far more complex. Her composed public image contrasts sharply with moments of private fury, pain, and fierce intelligence. The show's commitment to fleshing out its female characters, especially compared to past adaptations, is one of its most notable achievements. Even Carolyn, though underused, is portrayed by Renata Reigns with subtlety, balancing ambition with vulnerability. Her limited screen time became a common criticism, but Reigns still manages to bring dignity and depth to a character often treated as a mere plot device in older versions. In this courtroom, truth takes a back seat to performance. At the heart of Presumed Innocent lies a chilling idea: that truth is secondary to performance. The legal system, the media, and even family dynamics revolve around perception and persuasion rather than objective reality. The show leans into this theme, with nearly every character performing their role for an audience, be it a jury, a camera, or their loved ones. This performative tension is what gives the series its urgency. Characters shift from honest to strategic in an instant. Emotions are weaponized, truth is bent to fit a narrative, and justice becomes a spectacle. It's a courtroom drama where every scene feels like a staged production, and the actors know they're being watched. A shocking new ending changes everything. Given the popularity of the original novel and film, the biggest question for longtime fans was whether the show would keep the famous twist ending. In both the book and 1990 movie, it's revealed that Barbara, Rusty's wife, killed Carolyn out of jealousy and betrayal. But in a bold creative decision, the series veers away from this climax. Instead, the final episode delivers a tragic twist. The killer was Rusty and Barbara's teenage daughter, Jaden. In an emotional confession, she reveals that she confronted Carolyn to ask her to leave their family alone. Upon learning Carolyn was pregnant with Rusty's child, Jaden lashed out, killing her in a misguided attempt to protect her mother. The twist divided audiences. Some praised it as a bold and emotional update that shifted the narrative from infidelity and revenge to generational trauma and family collapse. Others felt it strained believability and undermined the emotional arc built throughout the series. Nevertheless, the ending kept people talking and watching. Director and Suitsky later confirmed in interviews that the change was deliberate. "We wanted to search more within the family," she said, explaining how the show aimed to mislead viewers while deepening its themes. According to the showrunners, every major character was, at some point in development, considered as the potential killer. The daughter reveal was ultimately chosen for its emotional weight and its thematic emphasis on internal rot, rather than external betrayal. A legacy reimagined and a future confirmed. 1 year after its premiere, Presumed Innocent remains a defining moment for Apple TV+. Not only did it become the most-watched drama in the platform's history at the time, but it also reinvigorated interest in slow-burn legal thrillers with real psychological stakes. The show's success has already spawned plans for a second season, which will feature a brand new case and introduce the marvelous Mrs. Maisel's Rachel Brosnahan in the lead role. With Season 2 set to pivot to an anthology format, Presumed Innocent now stands as a blueprint for how to remake familiar material in a way that is emotionally relevant and narratively fresh. It's not just a retelling, it's a reimagining that asks deeper questions and dares to give uncomfortable answers. If you skipped it thinking you already knew the story, think again. The performances, direction, and the unexpected emotional gut punch of its ending make Presumed Innocent more than worth your time. It's one of the most haunting legal dramas in recent memory.